कारुणे रक्षेत् वायव्यां मृगवाहिनी
Let's start warm-ups. We'll start with Tadasana. So keep the hands on the side. Breathing in, bring the hands up. Then turn the palms facing the sky. Breathing in, lift your hands up. Then come on your toes. Fix your eyes at one spot in the front and hold your balance. When you want to breathe out, slowly bring your feet down to rest. Then bring your palms down to rest on the hand. Keep it there only. From there itself, we'll initiate the second round. Breathing in, raise up. Breathing out, slowly bring the feet down first, then bring the hands down. You can introduce mantra along with it. So as you breathe in and raise, Katyayanaya vidmahe Kanya Kumari dhimahi Tanno Durga prachodayad. Katyayanaya vidmahe Kanya Kumari dhimahi Tanno Durga prachodayad. Release. Katyayanaya vidmahe Kanya Kumari dhimahi Tanno Durga prachodayad. Bring the hands down by the side and wait for some time. The second practice is Akarna Dhanurasana. So spread the legs a little bit, move the left leg a little forward, bring both the hands together in a fist form. And as you breathe in consciously, as though you are pulling the bow, getting ready to shoot, aim at some point. You can release your anger, your frustration, whatever it is, and forcefully breathe out and bring the hands forward. Second round, make and visualize what is it that you want to release, and then slowly breathing in, bring the hands, move it as much behind as possible. Hold your position, hold your breath. Breathing out, bring the hands forward quickly. Last round. Release. Now on the other side. Pulling in, bring the hands behind. Hold the position. Release. Second round, breathing in. Hold the position. Release. Last round. Hold the position, then release. Very good. Now, spread the legs a little wider and then turn the right foot to the right side, left foot to the left side. So both the feet are turned away from the body. Now in this position, slowly bend and come down a little bit and then slowly come up. Wait for some time. Second round, go down a little more if you can, then slowly come up. Last round, touch the ground with your hands if possible, then slowly come up and release. And we'll try one more forward bend and then we'll do a backward bend to compensate. So you'll spread your legs as wide as you can. Breathing in, raise both the hands up. Breathing out, bend from your waist and come down till your palms can touch the ground nicely. Once they touch the ground, spread the legs even wider. Then bend your hands at the elbow, trying to bring your forehead or your head down to touch the ground. Very good. Slowly release. And then after you come up, move the legs a little bit, crisscrossing them like this. Then come up. Very good. Second round. Breathing in, raise both the hands up. Breathing out, bring the hands, let the palms touch the ground, then spread the legs even wider. Bend your hands at the elbows, bring your head down. If possible, it'll touch. Very good. Slowly release. Lovely. For you, it's almost touching. For her, it is touching. Almost, you're almost there. Yeah. Last round. Breathing in, bring your hands up. Breathing out. Bend your elbows. Bring your head down to rest on the ground. Then when you're ready, slowly release. Very good. Now we'll do a backward bend, so keep your hands at the back, support the back, and then take a deep breath in. As you breathe out, bend backwards. Breathing in, come up. Second round, take a deep breath in. As you breathe out, bend backwards. Hold. Breathing in, come up. And relax. Last round, on your own, start breathing in and then bend backwards, breathing out. Hold your breath, hold your position, and then breathing in, come back. Then slowly sit down. Be relaxed in any meditative position. You can practice Kapalbhati. Get ready to chant mantra Om 7 times. Make your sankalpa. I am chanting Om, creating a protective energy field around me that keeps me protected from all external negative influences, antibodies, and viruses. I am creating 3 layers of protection. On the outermost layer, I have 6 friendly creatures: an elephant behind me, a peacock in front, tiger on my right side, a lion on my left side, an eagle above my head, and a black tortoise below me. Inside of that, I have a big ring with balls of fire. I am lighting all the balls, allowing a firewall of protection to go up all around me. The third layer of protection comes from the subtle energy of the mantra Om that I am chanting. You will keep your hands, we will start practicing the 7 mudras for the chakras one by one. So you will be in the first mudra, which is meant for Muladhara chakra. So you will first interlace the 2 little fingers, interlace the 2 ring fingers, extend both the middle fingers touching each other, and your thumb and index will rotate like a circle around both of them. So little fingers, middle fingers interlaced, middle finger straight out, the thumb and index rotate around each other like a circle on both sides. And you can keep this towards the perineum, and then we'll chant Om. So take your attention to Muladhara chakra. Take a deep breath in, 4 petal lotus, red color. Now the second mudra for Swadhisthana chakra, the little finger and the middle finger will be stretched out and touching each other. The thumb will be folded inside. The index finger and the middle finger will wrap around your thumb. And then the 2 sides of the thumb and the index will touch each other. So your hand will be in this position. So I'll come a little closer to the camera for those who are. So you're keeping your little finger, index finger straight. The thumb is inside. The index and the middle finger will wrap the thumb, and the sides will touch each other, and the fingers will be extended. So that's the mudra. So this is how it will look. Yeah. So that's a mudra for Swadhisthana chakra. So keep it in front of your Swadhisthana chakra, and I'll explain when we meet on 24th how to visualize the breathing sequence for it. At the moment, Swadhisthana chakra, 6 petal lotus, orange color. Take a deep breath in. For Manipura, the ring finger will be folded inside. Ring finger is folded inside. The middle finger is, the ring finger, index finger and the thumb will touch each other. Middle finger, index finger and thumb will touch each other. Middle finger, index, thumb. Middle finger, index and thumb will touch each other. The middle finger will be extended out. Ring finger, index finger and thumb. Ring finger, index finger and thumb will be touching each other. The little finger and the middle finger will be stretched out. Okay? So, once again, your ring finger, index finger and thumb. So you can see the middle finger and the little finger is extended out. The ring finger, the thumb and the index finger are touching each other. And you'll keep them like this on either side of your navel. So focus your attention on Manipura chakra, middle index thumb touching each other, thumb and middle finger out. Keep your hands on either side of your navel, 10 petal lotus yellow color. Take a deep breath in. For Anahata chakra, the mudra is like a lotus flower. So spread out all the hands. Bring the palms together like this. So the two little fingers are touching each other. The thumbs are touching each other. And your hand is spread out like a lotus. And keep the hand near your heart center. Take a deep breath in. 10 petal lotus. 12 petal lotus green color. For Vishuddhi chakra, the three fingers, little ring and middle finger will be rotated inside, and the sides will touch each other. And the index and thumb will rotate around the opposite thumb. So this is how it will look. And you'll keep your hands near your throat chakra, 16 petal lotus blue color. Ajna chakra is the only chakra where only one hand is used. So you will fold your ring finger toward the palm. The middle finger, index finger and the thumb will touch each other. The little finger is extended out. So middle, index, thumb touching each other. The ring finger is folded toward the palm and the little finger is stretched out. The three fingers which are joined together, touch them at your Bhrumadhya. 2 petal lotus indigo. And the last mudra for Sahasrara chakra, you will be touching both the thumb and both the index finger in the form of a pyramidal shape. Take this over your head, 1 inch above your head, a little above your head. 1000 petal lotus, white color. Take a deep breath in. Shanti mantras. Om Sahana Bhavatu Sahanau Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinamaditamastु Ma Viddhishavahai. Om Shanti 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 Hari Om. Keep your hands in Linga Mudra. Keep your hands near your heart center. Make your sankalpa. I am chanting Mahamrityunjaya mantra for physical health and mental well-being. Chanting the mantra every day helps me maintain the best of health mentally and physically. All my brain cells and my body cells are operating optimally and in harmony with each other. I can feel your grace, my Lord, penetrating deep into my body, energizing each and every brain cell and body cell, keeping me in pristine health at all times. I bow down before you, thanking you from the bottom of my heart for keeping me in pristine health, and I promise to put in efforts from my side for keeping my body in a healthy condition, befitting for you to reside inside my body in your effulgent form. 11 times, get ready. ॐ त्र्यम्बकं यजामहे सुगन्धिं पुष्टिवर्धनम् उर्वारुकमिव बन्धनान् मृत्योर्मुक्षीयमामृतात् 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 ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः हरिः ॐ. Slowly release your mudra. Keep your hands in Gyan mudra. If you want to release your legs, feel free to do so. Make your sankalpa. I am chanting Gayatri mantra for wisdom, inner awareness, and intuitive knowledge. Chanting the mantra every day helps me operate in the highest planes of wisdom, delve deep within me, seeking answers to various questions from the universal knowledge resting within me, and get those answers and operate very successfully from an intuitive plane. Get ready. 11 times. ॐ भूर्भुवस्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो न प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवस्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो न प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवस्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो न प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवस्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो न प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवस्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो न प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवस्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो न प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवस्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो न प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवस्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो न प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवस्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो न प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवस्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो न प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवस्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो न प्रचोदयात् ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः हरिः ओम्. Keep your hands in Yoni Mudra. Interlace all the three fingers. Index finger is straight. Index finger is straight. Yeah. Make your sankalpa. I'm chanting 32 names of Durga for overcoming distress and for peace and harmony. Chanting the 32 names helps me overcome all stressful situations, for I simply surrender before you. As your son, you are carrying me through the difficulties. As the mother, cutting through the difficulties with your fierce sword, helping me emerge successful at all times. Get ready. 3 times. Om Durga Durga Trishamani Durga Padmini Varini Durgam Aschedini Durga Sadini Durga Nashini Durga Darini Durga Nihantri Durga Mapaha Durga Maknyanata Durga Daityaloka Durgama, Durgama Loka, Durgama Atma Swarupini, Durgamarga Prada, Durgama Vidya, Durgama Shita, Durgama Jnana Samstana, Durgama Dhyana Bhashini, Durgamoha, Durgamaha, Durgamatra Swarupini, Durgama Surasamhantri, Durgama Yudhadarini, Durgamangi, Durgamata, Durgamya, Durgameshwari, Durga Bhima, Durga Bhama, Durgapa, Durgadarini. Om Durga Durga Trishamani Durga Padmini Varini Durgam Aschedini Durga Sadini Durga Nashini Durga Darini Durga Nihantri Durga Mapaka Durga Maknyanata Durga Daityaloka Davanala Durgama, Durgama Loka, Durgamatra Swarupini, Durgamarga Prada, Durgama Vidya, Durgama Shita, Durgama Jnana Samstana, Durgama Dhyana Bhashini, Durgamoha, Durgamaha, Durgamatra Swarupini, Durgama Surasamhantri, Durgama Yudhadarini, Durgamangi, Durgamata, Durgamya, Durgameshwari, Durga Bhima, Durga Bhama, Durgapa, Durgadarini. Om Durga Durga Trishamani Durga Padmini Varini Durgam Maschedini Durga Sadini Durga Nashini Durga Darini Durga Nihantri Durga Mapaha Durga Maknyanada Durga Daitya Lokadavanala Durga Luka Durga Matma Swarupini Durga Marga Prada Durga Vidya Durga Shida Durga Jnana Samstana Durga Madhyana Bhashini Durga Moha Durga Maha Durga Matra Swarupini Durgama Surasamhantri Durgama Yudharini Durgamangi Durgamata Durgamya Durgameshwari Durga Bhima Durga Bhama Durga Ba Durga Dharini Om Shanti 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 Hari. Slowly release your mudra, keep your hands on your knees. And just be quiet for a little while. Allow the vibrations of the mantra to penetrate deep into your body. And visualize how the cells inside the body are responding to the chanting. They are all vibrating in their natural harmonic frequency. They are exuding a sense of joy. And you can feel that sense of joy spreading throughout your body. A sense of peace and mental calm pervades you as you allow the vibrations of the mantra to sink inside. And slowly give up the awareness, gently rub your hands and then keep them on your eyes. We'll start with Agnisar as usual. So keep your hands on your knees, and once again I'll explain. So you will take a deep breath in, breathe in, then you breathe out completely, then you bend your chin down, bend the back a little bit, and then you allow the abdomen to go forward, backward, forward, backward, forward, backward. Okay? Yeah. So take a deep breath in, breathe out completely, tilt your chin down, round your back a little bit, hold your breath, breath outside, hold the breath outside. Continue as long as you can, and then when you want to release, lift your chin up, then breathe. Lift your chin up and then breathe. Once again, second round, take a deep breath in, breathe out completely, round your back, chin down, forward, backward. Chin up, then breathe. Last round on your own, start. Take a deep breath in, breathe out completely. And when you've completed, stretch your legs, lie on your back. For body scan, and then we'll do the practices for the lower limbs. Hands by the side of the body. Relax the whole body. Relax your body from the top of your head to the tip of your toes, Allow the feeling of relaxation spread throughout the body. Bring your attention to your heels and experience how the heels are pressing against the ground, and compare what is the difference, if any, between right and left. Then slowly move your awareness to your calf muscles. See how exactly the calf muscles are pressing against the ground. Again, compare any differences and notice any differences between right and left. Shift attention to the back of your knees and sense if you can feel the back of the knees grazing against the ground. And if not, sense what is the gap between the ground and the back of the knees, and whether they are symmetrical on the right and the left. Then both your thighs, how much of the thighs can you feel grazing against the ground? What is the pressure between them and the ground? Is the pressure symmetrical on the right and the left? Then bring your attention to your glutes. Feel the pressure between them and the ground, and are they symmetrical on the right and left? If there are not, notice what difference you can notice. Now pay attention to all the spinal vertebrae and sense how many of them can you feel touching the ground, how many do you feel are raised from the ground. There are 5 lumbar, 12 thoracic. Try to see if you can align with 17 of them. Now pay attention to both your shoulders and your arm, elbow, forehand and your hands. Can you feel them relax along the ground? If not, which area seems to be not touching the ground? Pay attention to them. Lastly, pay attention to the back of your head and see how the back of your head is resting along the ground. What is the pressure between the back of the head and the ground? And now slowly give up all this awareness and get ready for the first practice. You can watch first and then practice. So you're going to bend your legs and bring both the knees a little closer to the chest, and then you're going to move them in a clockwise direction, making a circle around. And after you have done this, you will rest and then you will rotate anti-clockwise. So that's the first move for today. So start. Clockwise. Like this. Yeah, correct. Yeah, correct. Perfect. Make the circle wider if possible. Bigger circle if possible. Yeah, very good. See how the body is rolling a little bit like a barrel. Sunita, that's not very correct. Just watch. Sunita. So it should not go like this. Yeah, correct. Once you've completed 5-6 rounds, relax, bring the feet to rest on the ground and wait for some time. And when you're ready, fold them back again and rotate anti-clockwise, ulta. and then relax. Stop your practice, stretch your legs, and then you can watch the second practice. In the second practice, you're going to practice with one leg at a time. So when you start with the right leg, you will take the right leg up like this and then take it forward in a complete circle. And then you will do it anti-clockwise, bringing the leg as much up as possible towards your shoulder, almost at right angle, and then go down at right angle and then take it down. Start. You're relaxing your hip joint to be as flexible as possible. Notice when the leg is going to the right side, what happens to the left side of the body. When it goes to the left side, what happens to the right side of the body. Can you feel any rotational movement on your lower joints? And then relax. Once you have completed, on the right leg, rest your right leg on the ground and see if you can notice any difference between the right side of your hip joint and the left side of the hip joint. How do you feel the right side of your lower back as compared to the left side of the lower back? Can you sense any differences there? Once you have noticed, then start working with the left leg. First, rotating the left leg in clockwise direction. After 5 rounds, anti-clockwise. Left leg. After 5 rounds clockwise, 5 rounds anti-clockwise, wait for some time. And then relax. Allow the body to experience the effect of what you have done. And now try and compare your lower back, your glutes, as compared to what it was when you started. Is there any change whatsoever in the way the glutes are resting against the ground? Even if they are small, minute, subtle changes, try to make out. How is the lower vertebrae along the ground? Is there any change there? And then overall, how are the legs? The heels, calf, back of the knees and thighs. Can you notice any differences in them whatsoever? And now you're going to repeat the same movement but with a slight variation. So you're going to take your right leg a little away from the body. That's called abducting the right leg. And then there you're going to rotate in a clockwise direction 5 times and then anti-clockwise 5 times. Once you've completed, you'll first bring the leg down in the same position from where you started, and then you'll move your leg back to the center line and then wait, and then see what changes you can notice on the right side of your body. After that, you'll work on the left side. So get ready, both the legs together, right leg away from the body, very slowly in a clockwise direction. You can chant the mantra to help you, not so fast, not so fast. Be aware, slower. कात्यायनाय विद्महे कन्याकुमारी धीमहि तन्नो दुर्गा प्रचोदयात् कात्यायनाय विद्महे कन्याकुमारी धीमहि तन्नो दुर्गा प्रचोदयात् कात्यायनाय विद्महे कन्याकुमारी धीमहि तन्नो दुर्गा प्रचोदयात्. Now anti-clockwise. Relax. Now bring the right leg back to the center line and very slowly move the left leg away from the body and then rotate clockwise 5 rounds. As you bring your leg up, try to breathe in. As you're moving your leg down, try to breathe out. One chanting per cycle. Coming up, one chanting, coming down, one chanting. So कात्यायनाय विद्महे कन्याकुमारी धीमहि तन्नो दुर्गा प्रचोदयात् कात्यायनाय विद्महे कन्याकुमारी धीमहि तन्नो दुर्गा प्रचोदयात्. Last round. And relax. Now anti-clockwise. This time sequence the breathing and the chanting. Katyayanaya vidmahe Kanyakumari dhimahi tanno Durga prachodayad. Katyayanaya vidmahe Kanyakumari dhimahi tanno Durga prachodayad. Katyayanaya vidmahe Kanyakumari dhimahi tanno Durga prachodayad. Last 2 rounds and then relax. Then rest your body as much as you can. One last practice on the back before you move to the lying on the stomach. So while you're lying on your back, you're going to move the feet along the leg and then move it a little away. So your feet is resting in this position. Knees are toward the ceiling. Keeping the leg in this position, very slowly take your leg down towards the ground. And then very slowly bring your knees back to the starting position. So you'll do this breathing out. At least you should take one mantra to go down. So you'll start like this, breathing out. Katyayanaya vidmahe Kanyakumari dhimahi tanno Durga prachodayat. Katyayanaya vidmahe Kanyakumari dhimahi tanno Durga prachodayat. Katyayanaya vidmahe Kanyakumari dhimahi tanno Durga prachodayat. So you should take 2 chantings for coming up, 1 chanting for going down. And then you will repeat the same by taking the knee towards the other side. It will cross the leg which is straight, and then you will slowly come back again, taking 2 chantings for coming up, 1 chanting for going down. And then you will practice with the left legs. Start. So bend your right leg along the left, move, feet are flat on the ground. The knee is standing towards the ceiling. Knee is up towards the ceiling. Move the feet flat on the ground like this. Move it away from the other foot. Yeah. Little more. Yes. Correct. And now take your knees towards the ground. Only as far as you can comfortably take it. And then very slowly bring your knee back towards the ceiling, taking at least 2 chantings to come up. Very good. Fantastic. Slowly return back. Three times. Come. Once you've completed taking the knees towards the floor on the same side, you will repeat 3 times, taking the knees across the straight leg, which is your left leg right now. So you will keep the feet in the same position. Very slowly, while you are breathing out, your knee will cross over the left leg wherever it can rest. Then very slowly, you will bring your knee back towards the ceiling. 2 chantings at least for coming up. Second round. Slowly come back. Allow your knees to come towards the ceiling, facing towards the ceiling. Last round on the exhale. Take your knees across the left leg. And on the inhale, very slowly with 2 chantings, bring your knees facing the ceiling. Bring your knee facing the ceiling. Now stretch your leg out and relax. Then you'll repeat with the other leg. So when you start, your knee will be taken towards the floor on the left side. 1 chanting for taking your knee towards the floor, 2 chantings for bringing them back. Very good. Second round. Slowly relax. Once your knee is facing the ceiling, wait for a little while. Then initiate the last round. Yes. Very good. Once you've completed 3 rounds, wait for some time. If you want to stretch your legs, you will stretch and relax. And then when you're ready, you will bend your legs again. And then you will take your knees across the right leg. When you take your left knee across your right leg. And once you've completed 3 rounds, you will slowly stretch your leg out and wait. Once you stretch your leg out and while you're waiting, you will once again compare your heels, your calf, back of the knees, back of the thighs, glutes, spinal vertebrae and shoulders. Whatever little changes you can notice, try to sense it. How is the feet resting on the ground? What is happening to the heels? How are the calf resting? Check each one. And then when you're ready, you will be going on to your stomach. Before that, you can first watch and then we will go on to the stomach. So you're going to lie on your stomach. If possible, you will keep your chin on the ground. Then you will bend your right leg and you will hold the ankle and then try to raise your right knee towards the ceiling as much as it can go. Feel the nice stretch at the quadricep muscles in the front side of your thighs. And then slowly come back and rest. And then you can release, then repeat 3 times. Then you will repeat with the left leg. Then you will repeat with both the legs. Start. Yeah. 3 times right, 3 times left, 3 times both. Very good. Very good. The other hand, higher. Higher. The other hand should relax. It is coming up. Pay attention. Yeah. Slowly come back. Release slowly. 2 chantings if possible for releasing. 1 chanting for going up. Very good. Last round. Keep it down. The other hand on. Correct. Yeah. Correct. Once you've completed 3 rounds, relax. Feel the nice stretched quadriceps relaxing completely. You're taking your quadriceps to a new resting level now. Feel it. And then when you're ready, second leg. Very good. Slowly release. Wonderful. Very good. Slowly release. And then release your legs and wait for some time. Now when you're practicing, just pay attention a little bit. You see, when we are trying to do this, you see my leg position? This calf muscles is aligned along my thighs and I'm trying to bring the knee up. So if you're trying to do this, you will do a lot more, but the effect is not the same as it is like this. Now try to do this and see the stretch on the quadriceps and do it like this and see the difference in the stretch. You will make out the difference between the two movements. So try and keep it together, yeah. And see the difference. You can experience the difference in the way the muscles contract and the way the muscles relax when you keep the lower leg aligned along with the thighs. Correct. Lovely. You see, the extent to which you can raise is less, but doesn't matter. The if important aspect is the way that we want the quadriceps to contract and we want the quadriceps to release and relax. Once you've completed 3 times, wait for some time and then very slowly bend both the legs. And again keep the foreleg aligned along with the thighs. Yeah, as you come up. Very good. Correct. Very good. Perfect. Very good. Don't raise your head up. Don't raise your head up. Yeah. So your objective is not. Pardon? I can't. You are muted.
I'm not able to raise both the legs up from the knee.
Even if it comes a little from the ground, it's okay to start with.
Okay.
Don't force it. Just allow it to naturally come up wherever it can come. And then release. Experience little. As and when you keep practicing, it will come up very nicely on its own. So take your time, but don't force it. If you force it, it will go counterproductive. Very good. Now, it's okay. See, it's a question of how much you allow this muscle to contract and relax over a period of time. So only when you keep practicing it will start happening, you know. Even then it cannot come up too much. See, there's a limitation to which it can come up. So that's a range of possibility. Huh? So we say that's a target, so we go slowly one by one to that level. So is there any discomfort? Okay. Maybe I saw her face changing a little bit, I got a little scared. Okay, now we are going to slightly vary Shalabhasan. So you can either keep your chin down or you can keep your forehead down, whichever is comfortable. You want to keep your hands in front to rest your chin or your forehead, you can do that as well. And then you're going to abduct your right leg. Your toes are pointed toward the ceiling, toward the floor. And keeping it in that direction, you're going to lift your leg up. And then very slowly bring your leg back to rest on the ground. After you have done this 3 times, you are going to turn the feet with the toes away from the midline of the body and keeping it like that, you are going to lift. Then you are going to turn the toes towards the midline and keeping it like that, you are going to lift your leg up and bring it back. 3 times on each position and then on the other leg. And then we'll see how much we can lift both the legs together. Slowly move your right leg away, toes pointing toward the ceiling, heels toward the floor, heels toward the ceiling. Lift your right leg away from the ground. Very slowly relax your right leg, allowing the toes to come back and touch the ground. Second round, as you're doing it, at least 1 chanting for taking the leg up and 2 chantings for bringing your leg back to rest on the ground. Rest for some time and then last round. Slowly allow your toes to come back and rest on the ground. And then move your toes facing away from the midline. The inside edge of your foot is aligned along the ground. Keeping your leg in that position, very slowly lift your leg away from the ground, only as far as you can take it. And slowly bring your leg back to rest. Very good. Second round, slowly. Very nice. Last round. And then rest for some time, then move the toes facing the midline. Now the outer edge of your feet is resting along the ground. Just experience that. And then move the leg a little away from the midline, the right leg. Yeah, correct. Yes. Don't tense your toes. Relax your toes. Slowly lift. Yeah, correct. Perfect. After 3 rounds, relax. Bring your right leg back to the midline. And then wait. After that, move your left leg away from the midline, toes towards the floor, and very slowly take your left leg towards the ceiling, heels are pointing towards the ceiling, toes are pointed towards the floor. In the same position, bring your left leg back to rest on the ground so that the toes are touching the floor. And then when you're ready, initiate the second round. Very slowly release and bring your left toes back to rest on the ground. Then when you're ready, you will move the toes away from the midline. The inside edge of your left foot is aligned along the ground. And very slowly take your left leg up towards the ceiling. Very slowly bring your left back to rest on the ground. Second round. Last round. ये कैसा होता है? Cross leg में. But this is much better. Once you have completed, we're going to experiment with something and see. Okay, inside is okay. Very slowly, now you'll turn the toes towards the midline and keeping therefore the outer edge of the Left foot will be aligned along the ground and then slowly raise your leg. Second round, last round. Slowly relax. Now we are going to experiment with something. So you're going to keep your head in whichever position you're comfortable. You can keep the hand away. Move both the legs away from the center and then lift both the legs up with the toes pointing toward the ceiling. Very slowly come back. As you do this, see how your glutes and your lower back muscles are participating to help you lift both the legs up in that direction. Then slowly come back. Then you will keep both the legs with the inside edge touching the floor, toes bend outwards from the midline, and try to raise and then slowly come back. And then turn both of the toes toward the midline and try to raise the leg, slowly come back. And relax. Huh? No. First is toes pointing toward the floor. The last is the toes pointing toward the midline. So it is like this, like this, like this. Spread both the legs out a little wide. Don't bend at the knees. Even if you don't come up too much, that is perfectly all right. Yes, very good. Lovely. Very good. Don't bend at the knees. Yeah, correct. Very good. Relax. And when you have completed 3 rounds, relax a little bit and then you will point both the toes away from this midline. So the inside edge of both the feet are aligned with the ground. Very good. Slowly come back. Second round. Then last round. And then when you're completed, move both the toes facing the midline. So the outside edge of both the feet are aligned with the ground and then lift. Very good. Second round. Last round. And relax. And now your traditional Shalabhasana. So bring both the legs together. Keep them straight and then lift. No, that is Dhanurasana, Sunita. Shalabhasana is only straight legs. Okay? So keep both the legs together. Don't bend, don't bend. Straight, straight. Legs straight. Legs straight.
Straight.
Yeah. Correct. Only as long as as high as it can come. Legs together, legs together. Yeah. Correct. Last round. We just practiced with the legs spread out, so now it should be together. Otherwise, there's no change. And then relax. And now we are going to practice from our myth of aging practice. You will bring both the hands in front. Your forehead is on the ground, on the back of your palm. Then you will slowly raise your head up, look at the ceiling, see the contraction flowing on both sides of your back, and then very slowly come back. Take at least one chanting for going up, one chanting for coming back. And after you have done this, depending on the time, we will raise the head and right leg up. Then we will slowly come back. Then we will raise the head and left leg up. And finally, we will raise the head up and both the legs up. And slowly come back. Okay? So start. Forehead on both the hands in front, one palm on top of the other. Forehead is resting on top of the palm. And then very slowly breathing in, raise your head up, look towards the ceiling. And very slowly breathing out, allow your forehead to come back and rest on the back of your palm. Relax. Second round, breathing in. Very slowly while breathing out, bring your head back to rest on the back of your hand. Very good. And now last round. Wait for some time. Now head and right leg. Right leg and yeah, correct. Both head also, head and right leg. Head and right leg. No. Head has to come out. Head also and right leg also. Slowly release. Slowly release. At least for 2 chantings you will release. Last round. Relax. Catch a couple of breaths. Then head and left leg. Second round. Head and left leg. Last round, head and left leg. We'll skip both the legs, turn on your back. Whenever you do this hyperextended practices, come on your back. Always end your practice with this. Keep your right hand under your head, bend both the legs, arch, breathing in. Breathing out, flatten, bring your head up, bring the opposite leg and try to bring the elbow towards the knee if possible, and you're comfortable, the elbow will touch the knee. And then you will do it on the other side, 3 times on both sides, so that your back doesn't stay hyperextended. So remember, whenever you do those backward bending practices, end with this practice. If you're in doubt, end with this practice to be on the safe side. So keep your right hand under your head. Breathing in, arch your lower belt line. Breathing out, flatten. Pick your head up. Move your elbow towards the opposite knee. Slowly return. Wait for some time. Second round. And then last round. Once you have completed 3 rounds, change sides. Now bring the left hand under your head. Breathe in, arch. Breathe out, pick your head up. Right leg up. Bring your left elbow towards the right knee. Slowly reverse. Very good. Wait for some time. Second round. And then last round. And then slowly release. Stretch your legs out. Once again, very quickly compare heels, back of the leg, back of the knees, thighs, glutes, vertebrae. And then very slowly turn to one side and sit up. Get ready to chant mantra Om 3 times. Make your sankalpa. I'm chanting Om, creating protective energy field around me that keeps me protected from all external negative influences, antibodies and viruses. Get ready. Shanti mantras. Asatoma sadgamaya tamasoma jyotirgamaya mrityorma amritam gamaya sarvesham swastir bhavatu sarvesham shantir bhavatu sarvesham purnam bhavatu sarvesham mangalam bhavatu लोका समस्ता सुखिनो भवन्तु ओम त्र्यंबकं यजामहे सुगंधिं पुष्टिवर्धनम् उर्वारुकमिव बन्धनान् मृत्योर्मुक्षीयमामृतात् ओम शांति 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 Hari Om. Please rub your hands nicely. Then when they are warm, keep them on your eyes. Feel the warmth flowing in from the palm to the eyes. Gently open your eyes. Be observant of colors you see when you open. Slowly release your hands. Hari Om. Tat Sat. Hari Om Tat Sat. Hari Om Tat Sat. So have a great week ahead. See you all on Thursday. We are starting with lesson 9 on Thursday. Bye.